Please feel free. Luciano. Lucky us. You're so welcome if you want to speak a few words on top of this. And really no need, but if you have some. Oh, I think you're muted. Can't hear a... Got a bit of action. Can't hear you. If you take the earphones fully out, maybe then.
Is that better?
Yes, that is perfect.
Oh, okay. Oh, now I know why. That's okay. It's been made abundantly clear today, particularly, as I've seen two health professionals. One said that there's nothing wrong with me, done blood checks, everything's perfect, good, I'll see you in a year. Mm-hmm. The other one, from a different angle, said, you're not well. the kidneys and liver are not good, your tongue's not good, and your digestive system stinks, and it's, you need to take these herbs, and we're going to do this and that and the other, and okay. And then I sit here and there's so much laughter going on. When we sit here, it's like it really is just a joke, it's just a huge joke.
Yeah, it is. It's a huge joke. Very entertaining, though.
It's very entertaining. Very entertaining.
Yeah.
So much going on and nothing going on.
Yeah.
And in this field where we sit, where we are, where this is being experienced, it's just a check in again. It's just a check in. Yeah. Yeah, it's quite a ride.
It is. Oh man.
Kisses and love to everyone.
I definitely receive.
How much can we handle? It's like
Endless, endless. Look at
endless.
us.
Yeah,
Endless,
capacity
endless.
is getting bigger all the time. You know, it's boundless, you know.
Also not really a choice, huh? You just
No, it's
have to
just like
ride the wave.
it's like
Oh, there goes another
there
wave.
goes another one. Yeah, another wave. Here
I don't
comes another.
want to. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter. Come on, you have to.
yeah, he comes. Yeah, he comes one. Yeah, we'll take that one. Yeah, all right. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Sometimes you pass out in between.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's like
Doesn't stop. Doesn't stop.
no, it doesn't.
Maybe a deep sleep. Then it's not so obvious. It's kind of
Yeah,
a
yeah,
break. Yeah.
yeah,
Maybe that's why we love it so much. But man, do we love to wake up in the morning again after a good night's sleep.
yeah.
So come on, let's go and do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. It's a miracle, isn't it?
Yeah.
There we go again. It's just
Yeah.
again that wow. Far out. Far out. How did it put itself together like this? Huh? Yeah. And then the grace of perceiving it just a bit differently, like we do right now. God. When it becomes that big joke, huh? It becomes that, wow. And you still can take care about the body and all those things. I mean, you do. You do. And sometimes it might be very serious, and then it's the joke again. Everything in between. Then deep sleep. Oh, break.
Yeah. Oh. And then there's And then there's the, as you say, it's, you know, it's slightly different angle. You see, you know, you get the wow factor, everything. And then it's like, how how does one share this, especially to the ones that that sees like, wow, you know, I see that system as myself, because there's a recognition that this system was there 10 years ago or whatever it was. And especially loved ones who are going through so much. It's like there's a willingness to be able to go in and help, yet in one way, going in to help isn't the answer to the situation. But to be just present with that for them, for her, for my, you know, the loved ones. It's a real different take on life, you know, rather than say, you know, go in there to do it all. It's just, you know, and just to offer it up and knowing that it's all in perfect hands. Whatever is happening is perfect, really, actually perfect. Trusting in perfection in every moment for everyone, every being. Whoa, that's so, can be so, it's so challenging to not go in and make a difference. Yet the system does make a difference, even when they goes in or not, you know. And when to and when not to. Oh, gee, that's, you know, life's so quick. It's really hard to be able to know what to do, when to do it, and then to trust that even that moment of not knowing is perfect too.
See, my experience is when, you know, when that turmoil comes, it's kind of movement of nearly confusion in a way, yeah?
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
Then it's time to sit down and have a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, you know.
Yeah, take a step back.
Yes, come back home. Come back home. So some movement has happened away from source, soul, essence, whatever. Just, you know, an automatic movement, which it does in all of us.
Yeah.
When that is noticed, when that is noticed here, that's, oh, wait a moment, you know, okay, sit down, take a breath, or, you know, just that, like you said, stepping back, just come home again. And it's amazing how quick the flow of love, the flow from the heart comes.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, and when you are there beaming from essence, I don't know if there's a bigger gift than that. That is that all presence, isn't it? It's like, it's that all is well, that it's okay, I'm here, whatever I am, whoever I am, no clue in a certain way, and here I am. Yeah, it's just, you know, when that hand comes on your shoulder, on your back, oh, just that. And the love from source itself flows. And it is a funny thing because it's not a doing, no? But it does.
Yep.
It's that stepping back kind of invites that flow to happen, and that from there all of a sudden movement happens and you don't even know how. You're out of the way. Yeah. Gosh, and it's the best when that happens by grace. Sometimes it does. Even there, we are not really having our hands in there. Huh? It's just the opposite. It's that hands off. It's like, which is so paradox to how our daily life moves. It's just opposite. You got to be on time, and you got to have it worked out and know what to do next. And there's not much time actually, or invitation for sitting down and having a cup of tea and leaning back. Yeah, I love when it reminds me, when something in the system starts jumping out of itself and tries to have a clue, and then, okay, no clue, coming home again. And then it can start flowing and moving and seeing. And then it does. I mean, I'm pretty sure you have experienced that too. All of a sudden there's a hand on your back from somebody, or you put your hand somewhere, and then there's this moment of stepping back and flow happens. And then it's quite interesting in my experience, even difficulties are, they're just things that happen in a certain way. But when I feel that hand on my back, okay, can do it. It's a wave, it's a ride. But essence is here, love flow is here. That sigh, that good sigh. Okay, we'll do it. If it wants us to do it like this, we do it. When it comes from that place of all is well, rather than the other way around. Huh? Yeah. So what a beautiful question you ask yourself there, how to do it, how to help, I don't know whom, your family members. Just that love flow, inviting that love flow. I don't know if there's anything better. It's always, when we come into the presence of someone resting as source, essence, everything falls into place. Very quickly, actually. System calms down, and take a breath, and then move on again. Everything gets a bit quieter. Yeah, and then it looks differently. And it really, really isn't about the situation then, isn't it? It's, we have all seen that with people that are sick, or have had an accident or whatever. It doesn't much matter about the situation. Just when that love flow or that presence is there, when that enters, Oh, you even get a smile from a dying man. It also speaks differently. Everything is different when peace, love comes into flow. Everything is different. Whole life changes. Whole experience is totally different. Yeah, best that comes is like as if everything falls into place. You spoke about perfection. It's even beyond perfection, isn't it? It's just everything falls into place.
Thank you.
Thank you. Marisha.
Hey, Meike.
Hello.
Hola, Bill. To meet you. So I also was in the retreat with Isaac.
Yes, beautiful.
Wow. There's a lot. The first thing I want to say, I feel the contrast so much. This love field and now back here. Wow. Wow. So I really don't know in the moment it's happening again if I want to have this again. It's so much. Yeah. Okay. And I came in touch with my baby when I was a baby, which was beautiful, beautiful. And then I had an accident there, and so I got a lot of attention and love. And they were so lovely, caring, and there was a moment, I'm the baby, and I get everything what I needed. I didn't get. It was also very beautiful. But I think I also touched unprocessed fear when I was a baby.
Mm.
And I heard people say, yeah, if it's unprocessed, then it's still feeding the pain body, something like this. Yeah. I'm there, and I tried alone to go in there, and yeah, it's happening in a way, but yeah, it's also too much alone. So I feel a lot of trembling in the body, and yeah,
Right now?
also right now, yeah. And
Yeah.
it's around the mouth. I also had a session with Caitlin, beautiful,
Mm.
and I still have, I guess, this cancer cells, and so Isaac brought me this medicine from Australia. Maybe you know.
Mm.
Yeah, I have to use it sooner or later, or I won't. There's also fear, so fear, and I tried to get in contact with the people who were in the retreat, and they don't have time or whatsoever, or maybe they don't want to contact me. So the baby alone, yeah, oh, yeah, it's yeah,
Mm.
that's yeah, no,
Mm.
no. Speak it.
Mm. Beautiful. It's beautiful. Just if you can let it. It's so beautiful.
It's so easy with you.
Mm. Mm.
And I see connection to the compensations and addictions when this weird feeling comes.
Mm. Absolutely.
Yeah, but I don't want it anymore.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Including that too. And I don't want it anymore. And not really having a say in it.
What? Not really what
Not really having a say in it.
to say.
Du hast da nicht wirklich was, was
To
sagt
sagen.
man denn auf Deutsch? Ja, du
To
hast da
sagen.
keinen
Yeah,
Einfluss
yeah,
drauf.
no anything. So.
Ja.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of it,
Yeah.
all of it, all of it. I don't want it. And there it is. It's the same package. Just to see it. And it's
And
okay
also
to
the package, it came up for other people. I feel connection. This I want connection, but don't come too close. This because of fear or whatsoever. Yeah. Oh,
all of it, all of it.
yeah.
And here we are,
Yeah.
so close, so close.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, so close. Look at how intimately we share with each other. Yeah, showing it all.
So
Say again.
I'm so grateful for you and all, and to allowing
See,
us. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a beautiful release happening right now. So sweet, so gentle. It's so soft. Beautiful. Feel those little movements?
Mm.
Yeah. Mm. Something knows exactly what to do. And it's like we're holding still. No interference.
As I said, just tell you, baby, I'm here and hold it. Sounds easier.
Right now, the baby is held by all of us.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And she notices it. And then, she gets scared again that maybe next moment nobody is there.
Okay.
And then she says, like Isaac says, you can hold the baby. That's kind of when the baby all of a sudden fears, oh, now you're going away again. Natural movement. Very natural movement. We're just pointing it out so we can come again here. Yeah. You look like a baby even right now.
Cool. Yeah.
Just letting her drink our presence here. Us being here.
And you imagine the hand on your back or what? You're alone now. So what are you doing?
Mm. Mm. Just, you know, that sense before when it became very vulnerable.
Mm.
Yeah. And to me, it felt like it got quieter and there was more sensing of the body, and it was warm and flow was happening.
Mm.
Did you feel it like that, or
Yeah,
how did you?
I still feel. Mhm.
Yes, that is like the hand on your back.
Mhm.
It's like coming, how can I say, getting in touch with the core of the core, the heart of the heart. You know, that where everything is warm, where there's flow, where there's space at the same time, where there's total connection. That's how my system experiences it. So, you know, I'm just trying to find words for the same thing. And it nearly feels like as if somebody puts the hand on my back when I need it. Oh, yes, home, home. And when nobody is there, this is how it feels just by myself. As if leaning into yourself when everything gets quiet and warm. And I know you have a similar experience, even though there's also the fear going on, but you know how it feels when it warms inside, like when the physicality really gets included and it starts flowing in those places where it normally contracts and is stuck or feels stuck. You know what I mean? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I was thinking again.
Thinking again about the pain body.
Yeah.
It comes to an end if I let it again and again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a question. We have an answer for this.
But what is the question?
If I let the fear, the sensation, if I let it be there and flow through, then it transforms, or it's getting less. Or,
Yeah. Not sure if one can answer that question with a yes or no. I mean, I can only speak from my own personal experience again. See, and how it is here. Somehow, when there are strong sensations that I normally would call fear,
Mhm.
there is a knowing at the same time that all is well. So, but that's just how it is here. So I'm not sure if that interrupts the whole cycle of fear, and if then maybe at one point that will never be experienced. I don't know.
Mhm.
Just that's where my system is at. When these very, very strong sensations come and they want to tell me something, they want to, they want to speak a certain way, like, whoa, this is really scary, or this is painful or fearful, or there is now it has gone to that place where it disconnects there. You know, before there was, it believed in everything the mind said in connection with that sensation. And that is interrupted. So I don't believe it. I have no clue where the sensations come from. Might be inherited. Might be, I have no clue. I just know they are very, very strong. And I don't believe the story on top. And then there's another point, which I also have learned, just personally. I have learned to distract my system. While when in other years and other times, lifetimes or wherever, my system would sit in those sensations and get stuck there. And it has learned to move. It's sometimes it needs to jump up and down so that the sensations get a different, or just movements, or going for a run, or just going into the next room, consciously doing something different. Huge shift in my system, huge, instead of sitting in those sensations. So consciously moving into something different so that one doesn't get stuck in, you know, because otherwise it loops and loops and loops and loops and loops and loops and loops. It is nearly, you know, my image for that is a baby that can't move itself yet. You know, when it's, so it is in discomfort maybe, and it is in its bed, and it can't get away yet. And with luck, the mother comes and takes it and does something, you know, it's cleaning the diapers or feeding it or rocking it or moving around with it. So that's what I'm doing when those sensations come. Move myself. Yeah. Does that answer it?
Yeah.
So consciously go into movement. Get yourself out of that situation that you're in. And I have no clue, you know, if it ever stops. I don't know. I have no clue. But when strong sensations come, at least there is no belief anymore, because the knowing is so deep that all is well. There's nothing that can happen to us. Nothing. It's just not possible. That is the knowing here. But you have to explore that for yourself. You have to find, I can tell you my experience, but you have to find that yourself. Mm.
Wow.
Mm.
Wonderful answer.
Mm. Body will drop off at one point, you know, and there will come another one and another one and another one and another one, you know, like it always does. New trees, new plants, new fishies, new birds, new humans, you know, all the time. So that is changing and changing and changing and moving. So we can't stop that. We have to face that at one point, and it is a journey. If anybody ever has watched that transition, it's like, whoa, when it comes into life by birth, and then when it goes into the other side, it's huge. It's part of the adventure, Resha.
Wow. I love your joy so much, Michael. Wow.
Oh, I'm happy that I'm good for something.
Wow.
Ah. glad
You
to
are
hear.
my idol. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
So it's good to deepen in all as well, eh?
Absolutely. Yeah. All is well. Mm. We are so lucky. I mean, I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky to get glimpses again and again and deeper into all is well. And it rips at times. It rips. It rips. It rips in our own system. It rips watching our beloveds not being well. It rips wherever it can. So it rips. It rips. Mm. And let's love as much as possible, coming from essence. That love, I mean, that which is just unconditionally clean and pure and always there. Oh, you feel so beautiful, Beresha. It's nice when it gets so vulnerable, so beautiful. It's like, you know, and you feel so close to my heart. And when we can be this vulnerable with each other, it's like, oh, my beloved, beloved.
No separation, eh? Anymore.
Knowing each other at the core, at the beginning, which doesn't exist, of course. Beginning and end. Mm. Mm.
So
So welcome. That's also, you know, just like to get that also around. Again, it's just my own experience. It's so beautiful, you know, you say thank you and I say thank you in a way, because when we meet like this, it's that flow, 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 isn't it? Isaac would always say, kissing and drinking. It's like first there's this drinking, 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 and then there's the overflow of that kissing back. So it's like giver and receiver disappear here. It's just flow. Mm. Mm.
mm, mm.
Mm. Dirk. Yeah, I can't hear a word, but I see your lips moving.
I had to mute myself, but now it happened.
Now it happened.
Yeah. So nice to see you and listen to Verish. And
Yeah,
lovely. Yeah,
deeply touching, huh?
it is. Yeah.
Mm.
You talked about deep sleep, but
Yeah,
the experience I have with deep sleep, it is such a short time, just in the night, and you can't remember anything. Then what I told you before, I had a deep sleep from 3 days. I can't remember anything. I was functioning, but I couldn't remember it at all. They have a word for it, or that you're still in touch, but the mind doesn't pick up the signals. It's very strange. And
yeah,
after 3 days, I was asking, what was I saying? What was I doing? So it was a deep sleep for 3 days. And it helped me a lot in the sense of it is really it is what you just were saying. It is all well. It doesn't make any sense of what you're doing now, what you're thinking now, if you're standing on your head, or feel myself as a baby, or see myself as a robber, or whatever. It's just
yeah.
nothing, and then you're disappeared.
Mm.
The I is disappeared. The body was still there, the
Mm.
mind was still there, but the sense of I was completely gone. Yeah.
What a gift.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It makes it, for me, it makes, how you call it? I'm a little bit tired, of, no, not tired, there's less connection with the stories. I'm not so interested of reading books. I'm not so interested of listen to the story of people. I'm more in the moment of now, and so this is it. Nothing
Yeah.
more. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
They operated me for 3 times this year for cancer, and even that, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
No, it doesn't. Mm.
No. But what I mention, or what I sense, is there's a deep awareness of the boundaries. You spoke a few times ago about the elegant movement.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, you've got it. It was
I
really,
like
really, yeah, I really loved it. Yeah,
Oh, great. Mm.
but just because in the beginning of the elegant movement, there's a moment in me that to stay in myself, it's very difficult. It is so much easier to project it out, and the elegant movement making and saying, I don't want that guy, or I don't want that experience. So there's the projection out. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Then I'm split.
Yeah.
And there's a judgment, and there is thinking and all kinds of stuff. But just a small moment before, I can stay with myself.
Yes.
And make the elegant movement. And then maybe I'm drinking the cup of tea, or but it's so much harder. It's hard working. It's easier to project out.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends also what interests we have, huh? For some people, it's not interesting at all not to project and judge. So they do that all day long, all their life, and that's all they do all the time, and shout and all that stuff. So for some of us, we just have a different interest. you know, and however that comes, we also can't, we don't have a say in that, you know.
And a strange interpretation, because I listened again to Bhagwan about the dynamic, the Osho.
Yeah.
And I was always very interested in dynamic, especially in the catharsis phase. There's a moment that you're screaming out and yelling and counter and I thought, oh wow, what an energy! Wow, what a man I am! What? And now I listen again to him, and I hear he says,
Yeah.
"For God's sake, stop with it." Just before, it's incredible. So I was taking wrong side of the movement, the elegant movement in. Yeah, it's funny.
I love your seeing, Dirk. It's very clear. You see it all very clearly.
Yeah, but
your butt.
yeah, yeah. I've prayed for it. I don't want to be an apostle. I want I'm still the
But
same
you know,
Dirk.
yeah, of course. But at the same time, that's where it starts with the seeing, yeah? With the seeing of patterns and with luck, no judgment.
Oh, that's really hard. It is Satsang with you. I had I think about 13 moments of that I was at judgment about you, about fairies, about
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
It's hard to stay here and embrace myself, embrace the moment, and
Yeah, it is hard because it's not in the realm of doing. It's just not how it happens.
No, exactly.
It happens by grace, isn't it?
Yeah, and in silence and in peace and love.
Yeah, and with the interest. And with the interest of wanting or an interest to live as peace, to live from or through the source or essence or soul or whatever we want to call that.
Yeah.
Which makes life.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we have that interest, if you even have a seeing of that, it's rare. It is rare, still rare, even though there are so many spiritual seekers, and still it is very, very rare to really deeply see.
Yeah, it is. I've seen the other side, the silent and away, not the deep sleep, you can say, but I feel that there must be how call you called that the moment that I live and I'm aware about it, I have to synchronize it, not going to the future, but from the future to the here to the past, or to this moment. I don't know if you understand it, but I don't want to live from, oh, when I'm going to die and when maybe I'm in the heaven and I see the angels, I see my parents and now here, and to stay with me, that's what I can,
I do understand. So
okay, oh, happiness.
so show me your heart. Show me your heart, Dirk. Yeah, show me your heart.
Yeah.
There you
It's
go.
now doing, it's already happening.
There you go, yeah. Yeah, there it is. See, that brings tears to my eyes.
Yeah, to mine too.
Yeah. It's that simple. It's that simple.
I'm happy to share this with you and with
Oh.
us people.
So beautiful how quick we can come to the point, huh? It's always the heart. It's always the heart.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Sylvie.
Hi, Meike.
Hello.
Hello. I wanted to bring something in, and then I was just thinking about making choices of ego. And what I'm noticing the last years is that when there are certain choices from ego, life corrects me. And I just felt is it then like forced? And then I thought, no, it's choosing love, and to make really the choices from love, and that is indeed the surrendering to the love, and just completely allow the love to make choices on this earth. And
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And surrender yourself in this love, to give yourself.
Yes. Yeah. You know, yourself is already love.
Yeah.
It's the ego or the sense of
Yeah.
I, you know, that has other ideas. The sense of I is in a way cold. It's
Yeah.
disconnected. It is just ideas. Huh? It's like, but it is in a way. It's just, I don't know how else to say it.
Yeah, I
It's
understand.
disconnected.
Yeah.
It's cold. You know, there
Yeah.
can be amazing ideas and thoughts and stuff, and all written down.
Yeah.
But if they are not coming through source or through love or through the heart or
Yeah.
truth, they're not coming from there, they're useless, absolutely useless. You see, with all our books full of laws and all, it's amazing. You have to study. You need somebody who studies all of that so that they can help you.
My partner is a lawyer.
There you go.
Yeah.
Then you know, it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
It's mostly it's a bit disconnected.
Yeah.
The common sense is more connected.
Yeah.
Common sense is more, you know, okay, this is hot, better not to put my hand in there.
Yeah.
You know, that makes sense. It's like, that's more the life flow.
Yeah.
So self just moves. It just moves. It just does. It does not have an idea of good and bad. It doesn't have an idea of right and wrong.
Yeah.
It just moves. It knows how to move.
Yeah, there's a huge shift at the moment in this for my system, and yeah, it's like I'm at a point to really, yeah, let go of this
Surrender.
ego part and to really surrender
Mm.
to that. I can really see and feel both parts. It's like, holy
Ooh.
shit. A bit scary for the system. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's nice. So that's when you go slow, huh?
Yeah.
When it's scary, you go slow. You just stop a bit.
Yeah. It's
Have a cup
yeah.
of tea.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm really in the middle now, like
Ah,
to really see these two.
I like those movements.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
This is
huge.
exactly the movement. This is
Yeah.
exactly the movement of the nervous system. Call it nervous system. Back, forth,
Okay.
back, forth, back, forth. Very healthy.
Okay.
Yeah. Go slow, go slow. The
Yeah.
slower, the faster.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is the movement into surrender. That's what the sages are talking about.
Yeah.
Can't really do it. It's not really doing. It takes you. It just takes.
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so beautiful to see, to really see this also, the split. Yeah. So much happening in my system.
If it's too much, slow it down. It's such an amazing capacity.
Yeah.
Last time we were talking about, giving the system time to integrate.
Yeah.
No, the knowing is so vast. Our knowing is so vast, but our bodies are very slow. It's dense, it's dense material. So
Yeah.
it needs much more time to integrate the vastness.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So go slowly. It's really the slower you go, the easier it integrates.
do you ever have the feeling that you hear something or something happens and then you ask yourself, was it me? Something like that? Or because you feel so one?
I kind of know that it's always me. If that makes sense.
No.
Hmm. That's
Yeah,
more my experience.
yeah,
It's like,
but that is how it's feeling right now. I feel the oneness more now. And it's like it's feeling like I just heard a bird. He flew in front of my window, and it was and I felt like, did I make that sound or I don't
yes,
know.
yes, you did. But it's not the body, you.
It
It's
feels
not
very
what
strange. Yeah,
it is not, it is not the entity you. It is the creation itself
yeah.
that comes through you, that realizes that it made that sound.
I don't get it.
Okay. It's okay. It's also the I can't get that because it is
Yeah,
not the sense of I that does it.
yeah,
It is that which does everything. And sometimes there's a shift between the sense of I and that which is doing everything.
yeah,
And then it doesn't really know, or the sense of I gets a bit close to it and then gets an idea that it is doing it all. But
yeah,
it's never the sense of I. So it is creation itself.
yeah,
And sometimes you get a glimpse of being creation yourself.
yeah. Okay, now it's sinking in more
Yeah.
for the system. Yeah,
Yeah. And that can give it's quite interesting when that is experienced.
yeah,
Yeah. But it's never the sense of I. It's never Sylvie, the body, what we call Sylvie. It
yeah.
is the creation itself.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes it's really clear that that is who you are. And then you know where all the sounds come from, you know where all the beings come from, you know where everything comes from. Like there you get a glimpse again of that.
Yeah.
Mhm. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
There we come to the wow again. Far out. So I mean, what an amazing experience. There's the sense of I, that entity, Meike or Sylvie. And then at the same time, there is that also a sense of being creation yourself.
Yeah. Mhm.
Being creation, not yourself, just being creation at the same time. And then there is all that movement in between. There's not, it just there's never just one experience. There's just all of it, all of it, all the time. So
Yeah.
you get a sense of the contracted I, Meike, moving around like, oh gosh, what is this? It's very scary here. I have no clue. It's, oh my God, please help me. And then goes into, wow, creation, truth, essence, source, love, peace, whatever that is, where
Yeah.
and sometimes in the split of a second, it moves backwards and forwards. And you can't, that's also what it does. It seems like it's not possible to have it fixated in the world of experience, in the world of existence, life. It just does its thing. And with grace, there is maybe for longer periods the sense of, or the seeing of it is, where it is untouched, where it just sees all the movement. And, like we had Luciano and I, we were talking about, he was saying that joke where you just see, gosh, it's just such a joke. So,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
wow. I mean, for me, it's always the word wow comes, I don't know, it's like, far out, far. And then it slips again into that entity of little me. And there it goes. Just
It even more feels like a role play. Yeah. Yeah.
yes. Invented itself, created itself.
Mm-hmm.
And does it all on automatic. Just, just does it all. Is your dog snoring?
Yeah, always. You're such a good life.
Dog is snoring, baby is growing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you, Meike.
Thank you, Sylvie.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so beautiful.
So beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
Rishi. Oops.
Hi, Meike.
Hello. Where are you?
I'm in South Portugal now.
Oh, far out.
Yeah, in Faro. Yeah. Mm. I wanted to share something.
Please.
Um, oh. Um, there was just like this deep longing to rest together, and I'm so happy it was met. And when you were speaking to Virisha, something got touched. Some very it's just a very particular but still very strong experience I had. It just happened by itself, but for some reason I just felt like I saw all these lifetimes and that I had, and it was when it touched I, it was quite painful to feel like, wow, there's something. What I took was like, wow, there's something that is really not getting it and coming back again and again and again. So it just generated some big pain there. But the beauty of it was that also because of the this longing to rest, and because the meeting is, that's what it is about. When it came, I was just like, well, but I'm not interested in, I'm just interested in resting, just like I'm just here. And then, the people that were sharing was just like confirming that and increasing that feeling that, yes, whatever got stirred up, it's there, but I'm just here. And slowly, gradually, I was, seeing these tears coming, but of relief, of I don't have to go to that. I can just rest. We can just rest. And whatever that was, it's true, that might have happened to I, but it didn't happen to me. And that changes a bit it just removes the relationship to it in one way, and creates a beautiful relationship to it in another. When yeah. And I'm very grateful that it happened that way, and that it came in this context, and there was so much grace available, and the field was just there supporting this sourcing and resting until, yeah, I'm very happy I can see it that way.
Oh, I'm happy to hear.
And it's been quite new, this love for creation, love for existence, and for the expression of life as well. Just feels some very new information that is in a way revolutionary.
Yeah. Oh, good to hear. It is.
It really is.
awesome, huh? It's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. Yeah, wherever you look, it's like far
Yeah.
out, far out.
It just feels like being swallowed by the whole universe.
Yeah, and spit out
It's spit out.
like into the black hole and out of the black hole.
Yeah, yeah. It's quite a cocktail we're running on, huh? These bodies run on chemicals, huh? It's just putting stuff in and it's doing its dance. It's just, I mean, we are constantly on a trip in in a certain way, aren't we? We're just so used to it. And sometimes it just becomes really clear how awesome it is. Just this big planet that seemingly speeds through the universe, the sun, moon, star. I mean, just all of it, all of it, all of it. Oh, that big tree there right behind you. Shoo, man. Yeah. All those senses just so ecstatically, vibrantly alive. Yeah. In a way, I think for a long time, I don't know how long. Okay, I know that it's when a 30-year-old person says for a long time, it doesn't seem, but
No,
it
no,
just
I
feels in
hear
my
you.
heart for such a long time. There was this like, don't go with the experience or the senses or the creation because it will go, it will
Mm,
pass.
mm.
And okay, to some level that is true, but actually you can just see that it will never pass. That's
Absolutely.
and that's actually the constant. Experiencing is the constant.
Yes.
So I was just like fighting against, against
Yeah.
myself in an ultimate way.
Oh, that's really beautifully said. Yes, it's true. Mm.
It's so heart opening. And
Oh, it's really beautiful what you just shared.
yeah, I heard Isaac saying yesterday in a video, life is living itself.
Mm.
But I heard it with my heart somehow yesterday.
I hear you. Yeah, life is living itself, exactly.
What a blessing.
Yeah, what a blessing.
And thank you for holding these meetings and allowing just like this field of deep rest and, you know, making this available. It's
Yeah,
also
thanks
a
for,
great blessing.
yeah, absolutely, for all of us. Thanks for coming in here. It's really nice to meet you. Very, very nice to meet you, Rishi.
Thank
And sharing your gift.
So beautiful.
What a heart. What a heart. Yum, yum, yum. Lucky us, huh? Lucky, lucky us.
Yeah. My God.
Uh,
Thank you.
Thank you. Ellen.
Hello, Meike.
Hello.
Hello. Mm. What a beautiful song there.
Hmm. Yes.
And I see that there's popping up a kind of question.
Hmm.
Let's see how it wants to speak. Because if you fall in this field, you can say like where it's everything is well, it's this enormous space, not this person, you can say,
Yeah.
Then it all in a way it doesn't matter. Everything what has happened or what is happening. But
Yes and no.
yeah, maybe that's where I'm going. That's where I'm going.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
I
Yes.
was talking with you the session before, I think, and then we were talking about this SE sessions,
Mhm.
and this was also what I said to you, like it's a little bit confusion around it, because are you not feeding the trauma in? Let's see. So it seems a little bit, maybe I can say more like that. If you are in this field where it's so enormous space and so quiet, it doesn't matter. So why should I do these sessions?
Yeah.
This is a little bit the dilemma what I'm sometimes falling in. If you know, yeah, you will understand what I mean with that.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. I love
But
it.
it's great because I'm talking with you, and the first thing what comes up is embodiment in a way. Now when I talk with you, so but no, I want to hear you what you are saying.
No, but maybe you can answer yourself. Would be wonderful if you answer yourself. Maybe let's see if you can find the answer yourself.
Yeah, it has to do with an embodiment. I can feels a little bit like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I'm a little bit confused there because I really can fall in this field where it doesn't matter at all, everything. And then sometimes I feel this trauma response in my body,
yes.
or what wants to release or something. So it's
Okay, so I hear two things. Let me just start with one. Let's just see how it comes. There is something coming. So when we say it doesn't matter, anything doesn't matter. When we come into this field and it's a unified field in a certain way. It's where the love flow is going. It doesn't even speak actually like it doesn't matter. Yeah. It just knows what to do. Yeah. If we say in this field, it doesn't matter, that is not true, because in this field, it matters deeply.
Yeah.
Everything matters deeply. It's more, it doesn't need to speak like that because it knows. It
Yeah.
just, it doesn't think. You know, if one needs the hand on the back, the hand
Yeah.
just comes.
Yeah.
There's no thought about should I or shouldn't I. It just is right
Yeah.
there. And it also knows when it doesn't have to do it, then it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it matters, everything matters deeply because it is so interconnected. It is, but it in this field, the right and wrong, the judgment, the making itself wrong doesn't exist so much. That's more in the world of when it is separate, huh? Then it's like, gosh, what's my next step? And gosh, should I do a session or shouldn't I? Or, you know, all that. That comes when it's been spit out of the unified field. And so, you know, when it comes into that contracted sense of I, then it needs to figure it out. It's like,
Mhm.
oh my God, this is so huge here. I don't know what to do. Yeah. So it's like two different universes in a way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing this. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, but wow, it's yeah, it's clear.
Yeah, I know. It's so beautiful. Mm.
Clear, yeah.
It's so important because
Yeah.
it can be so confusing.
Yeah. Yeah, even when the confusion comes in, then you know already that it's in a yeah,
It's not in the unified field anymore.
exactly.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow,
That's a sign for it always.
wow, yeah. Because it moves itself. It moves itself.
Yeah.
And there is no just what you say, right or wrong or yes or no, or it moves itself and then you just see. That is just what you were saying, like life is living itself. Now, oh wow,
Exactly.
that was what
Life is
I don't know his name.
Rishi.
Rishi.
Mm. Yes.
Mm,
Life is living itself. It's like a tree.
yeah.
You know,
So,
there's that little seed. It falls somewhere and there comes this huge tree. How does it know what to do? You know, really. How does it know? Also, there are sometimes these really crooked trees, you know, they grow. I mean, how do they know to do it like that? I mean,
oh,
it's the same with the human body.
yeah, but it's wow, man, that gives such a big relief. In a
Yeah,
way, like you
it's
really okay.
huge,
It's really like
huge, huge relief.
yeah.
So I am so curious if, you know, this unified field, you know, how living will be from a unified field.
Wow, wow.
Oh, God, I mean, I'm having these visions since forever and ever. I mean, and maybe some of you also. What is possible, how it is possible to live. Oh my God.
Yeah, you know, I lately after the sangha from after the retreat from Isaac,
Mm.
there was so much about awareness about the forms we are falling in. You can say,
Yeah.
wow, it's really sometimes like,
It's it's a
whoa,
shock, really. Huh?
it's a shock. It's a kind
Yeah,
of
that's what
shock.
Sylvie was talking about. Yeah.
all
Yes.
these forms, you know. I had a family meeting. I had a family meeting after
Yeah.
this, and I was in this family meeting, and I was a kind of totally perplexed, like all these forms from my brothers and yeah, just the whole family. And but
Yeah.
my form didn't work anymore. It could not. It could not. Uh, it was just standing there like I didn't know what to say. I did it. Wow, it was.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Wow. Mm. Mm.
all these automatic forms, how we respond
Yes.
to each other, how we react to each other, how we,
Yes.
and then you kind of standing there with a kind of empty hands, not knowing how, and yeah, you just see how it, but it cannot go in this automatic form anymore. I can see that.
How wonderful is that?
How, so then it's in a way brand new, like how will it react now? What will it will show itself? What will it do? Yeah.
Exactly.
Same in relating with Martijn and with other friends, like, oh wow, how is it now? How is it?
Yeah. Mm. Yes.
Oh,
Mm. Mm. And it might start to invite in a different way.
mm, mm,
I mean, that's been my personal experience.
mm,
That's, you know, because it can't do those old automatic movements,
mm,
it invites here and there, you know, and you get interesting responses. Some can come with your invitation, you know,
mm,
can meet you and are interested, and
mm.
others will just go somewhere else.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, that's how we start living a different life in a way.
yeah,
Fuller life, a life from, you know, because that's how it feels in this unified field. It feels full, doesn't it? It's like it lives itself from or as fullness rather than experience empty forms everywhere.
mm.
Yeah, that's my personal experience again.
That-
Mm.
very touching.
Mm. Can be a bit shocking also, but
Yeah, I was in a kind of shock the day after when I was alone again. I was in a kind of shock, like,
yeah,
because there was nothing really to hold on to grab because and also to see my own reaction like that I just yeah but
it's wonderful. It's the beginning of something really beautiful.
yeah mm,
It's the beginning of something really, really beautiful. I mean, you know, it's funny to speak this way, but it is time. It
mm,
is the time for us to live what we know.
yeah
Yeah. And, you
yeah
know, yeah. And invite it wherever we go.
yeah
And, you know, not getting disappointed when our invitation can't be taken by the other. Just, okay, you move on. You're not shrinking anymore. You're still that love flow. You just, yeah, exactly like this. Mm. It's time for us to live like this. Gosh, how exciting in the most beautiful way. How exciting in the most beautiful way.
yeah Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Gosh, what a delight. What a delight hanging out with you all again. Wow. All the gifts you are bringing. Thank you so much for your inspiration, for the love flow that you all are. Deeply, deeply grateful. Love and peace. Mwah. Ciao.